Perfect.
Today we are going to be painting a graffiti piece with all of this spray paint. The Dang Prime spray paint brand just recently came out with 10 totally new colors, and that is why we have to test them out. I'll tell you the story here. A couple years ago, Bombing Science had me do a full review of the Dang Prime spray paint, and one of the things I noticed and mentioned in that review was that the yellow in particular didn't really cover that well, and there weren't that many reds in their color line. And now, out of these 10 new colors that they've released, 9 of them are in the yellow, orange, red spectrum. So right now we're actually going to pick out a sketch that we want to turn into a full graffiti piece on a wall, and then we'll pack up our paint once we have a color scheme sorted out, and then we will head over to the painting spot so that we can see exactly how these new Dang Prime paint colors cover and perform in a full graffiti piece. So let's find a piece to do here. Okay, originally I was thinking I would actually try and finish this sketch off here, but because I actually haven't painted anything but freestyle in quite some time, I think it's a bit too complicated, and I want to give myself the best chance to not mess up the design part of the piece. Because I want to be able to actually sketch it out on the wall first accurately, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with this one here. It's pretty simple. I think it should be okay, but I think that's the plan. Now, I always shake my cans before I go painting anywhere. Painting takes enough energy out of you. If you're doing a big piece, you don't want to be fooling around shaking cans at the spot. So what I'm going to do while I show you guys the painting process here is tell you 2 main things about these new colors. One, I'll show you how these new colors are covering directly compared to the other Dang colors. That's why we're using some of both in this piece. And 2, I want to talk about the newer cans themselves, because the new colors / cans to me felt way better here. I have some theories about why that is, which I will share with you of course, but I do also want to discuss it with you guys, so feel free to get involved in the comments when you hear my theories here. But as I start spacing out my letters for this graffiti piece here, it's time to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Skillshare, which is a massive online learning hub. It's the platform that I've used to do some Photoshop classes, some calligraphy stuff, and they've got way more than that on there too. They even have some graffiti classes on there actually. If you use my link, which is the first one in the description or the pinned comment in the comments section, one you can check out is Jeff Goring's drawing graffiti video series on there for free. He's also got one on how to paint graffiti letters as well, but again, you can actually click my exclusive link in the description or the pinned comment below to get a whole month of Skillshare free, where you can use the whole platform and explore as much graffiti content on there or anything else that you want for a whole month for free. It's actually one of the best ways to support the channel here as well, and you can cancel anytime that you want to.
Perfect.
So getting to the coverage of the new Dang paint colors here. First of all, you'll see a graphic on screen the whole time showing what cap I'm using in the clip that you're seeing. But here we're using the light stone gray for the top part of this fill-in, and it's an older color. And I don't want to show you too much of the fill-in or filling in the 3D here, but all you need to see is the coverage here so that when you see the new colors, like we're going to use in the 3D, you'll really see the difference. Now, these lighter colors are pretty hard in general to make cover well, and you can see that with the white we used in the fill-in also. But bear in mind, I really only did one coat of paint on the whole piece here for the most part. And with the orange that you're seeing in the 3D, we used Funk Orange, and the other new color there was Tomato Red. The orange is obviously easier to pigment or make opaque, which you're seeing there pretty much hands down. But this is where I want to talk about the second thing I said I wanted everyone's opinion on. And it's that, my gosh, these newer cans feel way better. I don't know if they changed anything in the valves with them a bit or something like that, but they feel way different. They're a lot more buttery than the older dang cans I was using there. Maybe it's just because my older cans have been sitting a bit longer and their valves aren't totally clear or something like that. But to me, the new ones, the valves feel better to me somehow, and that's really made clear with the outline, I think. I hope you can see just how super comfortable the outline felt for me. Now, I really botched the background here, so we're just not going to talk about that too much. But the blue color from the dang paint there is Ultra Blue. It's one of the new ones. And to be honest, all the blue colors are really nice in this paint line. So as I do the last bit of the outline on this graffiti piece here, because watching an outline really is the most satisfying thing, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about a method I use for painting here that you may have already picked up on actually. And that is that you may have noticed I only used 2 caps for this entire piece. And that's the same for almost all of my pieces really. I've got the New York fat cap and I got that Lego thin cap there, and that's it. People ask me about caps all the time and my answer is really boring because I legit just use a couple caps per piece. But anyway, I'll let you absorb a little bit more of the piecing process here in piece while I finish this up. But like I had on screen earlier, if you want Bombing Science to comment and confirm if they have done some changes to the valve system in the dang cans, throw a like on the video. One thing you guys might not know is that this video is going straight to Fred's inbox. He very kindly sent over these new colors for us to test out here on the channel so you guys can see them. And he'll hopefully be able to give us an answer. And at the end, of course, I'll show you the final piece, but I'll also tell you one method I use to help me improve my graffiti pieces as well. So obviously I'm not the best artist on the wall or anything like that, but I am always trying to improve. One way I try to improve is trying different piecing challenges. One I did was painting a whole piece just with a fan cap. It's in the description where the Skillshare trial is if you want to check it out. Another one I did though was painting a whole piece using only the LPN1 cap. That was the new cap that just came out fairly recently. It was a super interesting one. If you want to check out that new cap, that's the video on screen right now. I hope to see you over there soon. Until then, peace.